KEYC News Now to Go is sponsored by Rivers Edge Hospital and Clinic, people caring for people.
Moments like these make life worth living. Rivers Edge Hospital and Clinic is your partner in taking control of your own health. Take your steps towards a lasting tomorrow. Rivers Edge Hospital.
Hello and thanks for joining us for this midweek KEYC News Now to Go update. I'm Jackson Jurek. In a few minutes, I'll be joined by First Alert meteorologist Caitlin Lohr with a look at today's forecast as she covers wildfire smoke here in Minnesota. We start with state news. Governor Tim Walz issued writs of special election Tuesday to fill 2 vacancies in the Minnesota State Senate. Special elections to fill the vacancies of Districts 29 and 47 will take place on November 4th. If necessary, special primary elections will be held on August 26th. The District 29 seat was previously held by Senator Bruce Anderson, the Republican from Buffalo who recently died unexpectedly earlier this month at the age of 75. The District 47 seat was vacated by Senator Nicole Mitchell after she resigned earlier this month. The DFLer from Woodbury was convicted of felony burglary for breaking into her stepmother's Detroit Lakes home back in 2024. Minnesota Senate will reconvene in February. At home, MnDOT is preparing for construction for a major Mankato bridge. The Veterans Memorial Bridge connecting Mankato and North Mankato will be closed for construction beginning in February of next year until November, replacing the bridge deck, repairing panels and joints, and making lane and signal changes. The project will be done alongside North Mankato's Belgrade Avenue reconstruction project, and traffic will be detoured to Highways 169 and 14. Riverfront Drive will also see occasional closures as crews work on certain sections of the bridge.
Our structural team has been monitoring the operations of the bridge, and we've had delamination of some of the concrete, which means that there's been pieces of concrete that have kind of fallen off the underside of the bridge. And so the project is to kind of address that structural concern.
Now, MnDOT met with the public in an open house about the project late on Tuesday evening. More local news. The United Way kicked off its 2026 campaign yesterday with light shows and game shows. This year's goal has increased $2,450,000. The United Way is using its usual schedule of events to hit that with things like the men's event and the Fire and Ice Ball, among others. This year, the campaign is being led by longtime volunteer Tanya Hulby.
I know what it's like not to have the food and the shelters, and working within an organization that partners with agencies that provides that for individuals is one of the reasons that I have invested my time and my finances into the United Way.
Last year's campaign surpassed the goal of $2,350,000. Again, that new goal is $2,450,000. More local news. A school supplies drive for youth in need was organized by a local Mankato tattoo shop. Our Randall Gim reports the shop gave out discounted tattoos for those who brought in brand new school supplies.
Donnie Cruz knows what it felt like to not have all the things he needed for school. Now, as the owner of Reborn Legacy Tattoo in Mankato, he's organizing his 2nd annual school supplies drive.
And I think a lot of kids get that, like you're not good enough. Well, let's try to help them feel that way, like they are, like they're equal.
Even though you wouldn't expect a school supplies drive from a tattoo shop, Cruz says ink or no ink, we're all the same on the inside.
And we're full of tattoos, and it's like, that's a bad guy, that's a bad person. But our hearts are big, and it shows.
For 3 days, Cruz and his team traded school supplies for discounted tattoos. Artist Freddie W. says more people should consider donating their time to a better cause.
One day or a weekend like we did, that you can take those few hours and consolidate those hours to do something positive for the community. Why wouldn't you do it?
Freddie says tattoos carry a lot of meaning, and for each special they host like this, that adds another layer to that tattoo story.
Whether it's Toys for Tots, back to school drive, whatever it is, it's always something positive, and they can definitely feel that coming through the door.
While Cruz is providing for kids who have a rough upbringing like his, he wants those kids to know if you can endure and overcome, great things are in store.
But you got to make it that way, and you got to have that belief that you are enough and have that drive and push yourself every day, and you'll be great.
In Mankato, Randall Gim, KEYC News Now.
Switching gears now to the forecast, we are tracking going from the severe weather chances we had earlier in this week, now switching gears to wildfire smoke that we're going to be dealing with not just today, but for the next several days. As you can see, we have an air quality alert already issued across southern Minnesota. And if I were to zoom this out, it actually goes across the entire state of Minnesota and will remain in effect now until Saturday evening at 5 p.m. Today's air quality forecast is going to range from unhealthy for some in the orange zone across most of southern Minnesota to unhealthy for everyone around the Twin Cities up through central and into and across northern Minnesota. What this means is that in that red zone, it doesn't matter if you have underlying health conditions or not. It will likely affect you, especially if you're going to be outside performing sports activities or running, jogging, anything that might cause some physical activity. You may end up feeling the effects of that wildfire smoke. Down here in the orange zone, that is likely to affect those that are pregnant, those that have heart and or lung diseases or illnesses, as well as elderly adults and younger children. And along with the heart and lung diseases are those with asthma. Now, right now, you may not notice the effects of the smoke because it's just starting to settle in the area from last night to today. However, as we go through the next several days, you may start noticing the effects of that wildfire smoke for the fact that we are going to be dealing with this thick smoke here at the surface for the next 3 to 4 days at minimum. So again, you may not notice the effects now, but you may notice that kind of sluggish feeling later on closer to this coming weekend. As we take a look at the futurecast, we are going to see mostly cloudy skies today, a couple pockets of sunshine possible, chance of showers and storms developing in South Dakota, could skim through southwestern Minnesota and northwestern Iowa after 5 o'clock this afternoon and continue into the late night hours before wrapping up by early tomorrow morning with gradual clearing overnight. Now we are looking at cooler temperatures with a high of 76 degrees, so I know we are going to want to get outside and enjoy these cooler temperatures, but we do have that air quality to take into consideration. I'm not telling you that you can't get outside. What I'm going to tell you is just make smart decisions. Just like we talk about making smart decisions when it's hot and humid by including and incorporating water into your drinks, make sure that you are taking breaks from breathing in that smoke by going inside either your house or a building or even your car and turning on that air circulation feature on. Still have fun, but make smart decisions and listen to your bodies. Tonight we have gradual clearing with a low of 58 degrees on the way by tomorrow morning. Tomorrow we will see more sunshine than what we're looking at today, but again, we are going to notice hazy conditions, probably milky colored skies as temperatures top out in the mid 70s again. Tomorrow's air quality forecast is really not anything different than today's, except it's going to be carried over to tomorrow with that range of unhealthy for some to unhealthy for everybody across the entire state. We're going to continue to see this for not just tomorrow, but Friday and into Saturday as well, and that's why that air quality alert will be remaining in effect from now until Saturday afternoon. Here's a quick look at your extended forecast showing temperatures in the mid 70s through this week, and that's why we're saying get outside and enjoy them, but also be smart and listen to your body and take those breaks from breathing in the smoke while you notice it. We have a little bit of a warm up on the way next week with a chance of storms Sunday and Monday.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Kate. And that's going to do it for us today. Thanks for watching this KUIC News Now to Go update. Stay with KUIC News Now for the latest local news, weather, and sports on our website.
And download the free KUIC News and Weather apps for the latest headlines and forecast.